I deliver food at night, DoorDash, Uber. Honestly, whatever pays the bills. It's usually a quiet gig. Just me, my trusty old car, and the lingering scent of other people's dinners. It's a simple life, or at least it was. Last Friday, an order popped up on my screen that was hard to ignore. It was way out in the sticks, a place I'd never been before. But the tip was huge. The directions were crystal clear. Everything looked legit. So I accepted. What's the worst that could happen, right? As I drove, the city lights faded into my rearview mirror. The road got darker, flanked by these thick, imposing forests that just seemed to swallow the light. My GPS, my only guide, started lagging. The little car icon would jump, then freeze, then nothing. No signal. A smart person would have turned back right then. But that tip, I really needed it. When I finally found the address, my heart sank a little. The house was ancient, looked like it had been abandoned for decades. There was no porch light, no sign of life, just an unnerving silence. Still, a job's a job. I grabbed the food and walked to the door. I knocked once. Silence. I knocked again, a bit louder this time. Still, nothing. I was about to turn around and mark it as undeliverable when the door creaked open. It moved so slowly, with this agonizing groan, as if someone had been standing right behind it, just waiting for me. "Delivery," I called out, my voice sounding weak in the heavy air. No answer. The smell hit me then, like a damp, dusty basement mixed with something burned. My flashlight flickered, acting up for the first time ever. In that split second of darkness, I swear I saw movement at the top of the stairs. I wanted to run, to just drop the food and get out of there. But the app was stubbornly specific. Customer must receive order in person. The delivery timer was still ticking down, a constant reminder that I was on the clock. So, against every instinct screaming at me to leave, I stepped inside. I followed a faint humming sound, kind of like an old refrigerator on its last legs. It led me down a long, dark hallway. Every door I passed was slightly ajar, as if someone had left in a hurry, or just forgot how to close them properly. At the end of the hall, a sliver of light escaped from under one of the doors. I pushed it open and found a man sitting on the edge of a bed. He was just staring at an unplugged television, its screen as black and empty as his wide, unblinking eyes. The only light in the room came from a single, dim, yellow bulb hanging from the ceiling. "Hey," I said, my voice barely a whisper. "I have your order." He turned his head, so slowly it looked painful, and a smile stretched across his face. It wasn't a friendly smile. It was the smile of someone who had been expecting me for a very, very long time. Then he spoke, his voice a dry rasp. "You're late." I froze, completely lost for words. My hand, holding the bag of food, was trembling. As I held it out, that's when I saw his hand. It was black, twisted, and scarred, like it had been melted in a fire and never healed right. In that instant, the light bulb overhead flickered violently. For a second, the room went black. When the light came back on, the bed was empty, the man was gone, the food bag was gone. All that was left on the mattress was a small pile of ashes. Panic finally kicked in. I turned to sprint out of the room, but the hallway was gone. The doorway didn't lead back into the house. It led straight outside. My car was right there, engine still running, driver's side door wide open, exactly as I had left it. It was as if I'd never gone inside at all. I floored it. I didn't look back, didn't even glance at the GPS. I just drove, my knuckles white on the steering wheel, until the comforting glow of city lights appeared on the horizon. I pulled into the first brightly lit gas station I saw, my whole body shaking. I took out my phone to cancel the delivery to report what happened, but the app screen had already updated. Order completed, and below that, a customer rating, 5 stars. The tip, 66, 60. I got home, deleted the app from my phone, and swore I was done with food delivery for good. I tried to sleep, to convince myself it was just exhaustion playing tricks on me. But at 1 p.m., my phone buzzed on the nightstand. A notification lit up the screen. A new order, same address, same customer name. When I woke up the next morning, the first thing I did was try to rationalize it. It had to be a dream, a nightmare brought on by stress and too many late nights. But then I checked my phone. The app was open. The same order was sitting there, waiting for me, except now there was a note attached. 2 simple, chilling words. Bring my dinner back. So I drove back. In the bright light of day, everything looked different. The road was just a normal country road. The forest seemed less threatening. I saw fresh tire marks in the dirt leading up to the house, and a thin wisp of smoke was rising from the chimney. It looked normal. I walked up to the door and knocked. This time, a woman answered. Her eyes were red and puffy, like she'd been crying for days. You're the driver, she said, her voice heavy with grief. I just nodded, unsure what to say. She gave me a faint, sad smile. He died waiting for you. She invited me inside. The house was clean, warm, lived in. Photos covered the walls, and in every single one was the man from last night. Same face, same shirt, smiling and alive. She led me toward the kitchen. He ordered that meal every night after midnight, she explained. He was sick. He always said the food was the only thing keeping him here. But last week, you never came. I tried to tell her I never got an order from him last week, that it was impossible. She just looked past me toward the staircase and whispered, Yes, you did. And then I heard it. From upstairs, the same raspy voice echoed through the house. You're late. The lights in the house began to dim, and that same horrible burnt smell filled the air. I turned toward the stairs and I saw a figure slowly walking down. It wasn't the man from the photos, not anymore. It was something else, a silhouette that looked like it was burning from the inside out. It reached a blackened, twisted hand out for me. At the exact same moment, my phone started ringing, blaring the delivery app's notification tone. I ripped it out of my pocket. New order, same name, same time. Now, I drive every night. It's always the same route to the same house, with the same order in my passenger seat. No matter how far I try to run, no matter if I delete the app or change my number, a new order always finds me. And every single time I deliver the food, a message pops up on my screen. Don't be late again. Thanks for listening to my story. If you have a creepy delivery story of your own, drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the road. Stay safe out there.